sunny and beautiful Los Cabos. Cabo.
That's good beauty right there, y'all.
Oh, this is
Good beauty
stop playing
right
with me.
there. Yeah.
Hi, what's going on, everybody? It's the Solution Guy, Rod James, with my beautiful wife. Everybody know her as Miss Tooker 180.
Everybody know her.
Everybody know her. Come on, man. But so this is the podcast of all podcasts. We're gonna put it that way.
We're gonna put it that way.
We're gonna put it that way.
And I receive it.
So how you doing, beautiful?
I'm doing amazing.
Doing amazing.
How could I not be?
Y'all hear that? She doing amazing.
I'm doing amazing.
She doing amazing. One of the things.
First of all, where are you?
Well, I was going, man, I mean, do y'all see this? Do y'all see this
Tell me
line?
where you at.
We in Cabo, Los Cabos.
We are in Cabo.
Yeah. The Hyatt. Ziba.
Sunny and beautiful Los Cabos. Cabo.
This beauty right there, y'all.
Oh,
That's beauty right there. Yeah, that's beauty right there. So tell the people, you know, well, we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. This is one of many, you know, places that we have been to, but we only been to a place like this, destination like this twice. But we had a phenomenal time here. We're gonna dive more into that. But we want to come here and really like share with the people some stuff. We want to pick her brain. You know, my wife, she shares a lot with me. You know how, you know, this is like my best friend. So she talks to me a lot and she says some things, and that's going to be the title of this podcast. People be peopling.
People be people.
Now you say that, like what's the meaning behind that? Miss Tooker 180, what's the meaning behind that?
So normally when I say it, the reason I'm saying it is because I deal with a lot of people. Professionally and just because of my personality, I interact with people. It's what I prefer to do. And so usually what I'm saying is typically there's some sort of annoyance or frustration attached to it. When you say people be people, and so it's the way that I explain the things that we as people do. And so when you are trying to figure out why did this person behave this way, why did they say what they said, sometimes the only response is people be people.
Okay. I mean, is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing. So I think initially when I first started saying it, I would think of it as being a bad thing the first time, but what I'm coming to realize now is it's not a bad thing. That as people, we are all unique and just have these distinctive ways of being, and it's really a great thing. You know, how terrible would the world be if we were all the same?
Yeah, my first thought, I was going to ask you what's good about it, but you say it's great. So what's great about it?
It's great.
What's great about it?
So the first thing is what connects us, you know. So it's like the fact that you have things that you're great at and I have things that I'm great at. Like when you really take the time to get to know people and why it is they do the things that they do, like it connects you, right?
Connection.
And like a certified fact, I didn't make this up. This is really true.
Okay.
We are so much better together than we are. Like God didn't intend for us to operate individually.
Thank you, Jesus.
So we're better together. And so if we can find things that connect us more than separate us, we'll always be better together. So that's what's great about it to me. Like when you look at it, like we're unique, we're different, distinct, not necessarily weird or, you know, because you always put these labels. People will put labels on behavior that doesn't look like their own behavior. And so when you accept it as, just an asset, it's an asset. The fact that this person is great at this, and this is not necessarily what I would do.
Pretty much about understanding.
Yeah, it's all about understanding. So I just think about myself and my own unique personality, and why I tend to get along with people, and I tend to be very expressive and very interactive. What would the world be like if everybody was like that? Overwhelming is the word that comes to mind. So it's all about understanding that everybody's not like you, and that we're all unique, and we have our own unique experiences and ways of being, and that's what makes us great. And so when we look for more how we are alike than the ways we're different, people be people, and it's not such a bad thing.
How we are alike, how we are different. So that's the understanding. So that's pretty much how we deal with people.
That's how we deal with people. Like when you're dealing with people, like you should look for those commonalities, those ways of being that are how they're like you. So if you take like even here, and our people be people, and right here at Highest Eve, we met some of the most amazing people.
Amazing.
First of all, I went live on my Instagram about this because I talked about the way.
I'm good with faces, she good with names, so she's gonna tell them about tell somebody.
So listen, like here, I don't know, the staff does the most amazing job of making you feel like you are the only person. There are thousands of people. Y'all see this party happening behind us, but when they're talking to you, they make you feel like you are the only person that they're talking to, and whatever it is that you need is the most important thing, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it touched me so much, and it's not the first time that I've experienced this, because when we went to Mexico to Xcaret last year, it was the same thing. It was the same thing. So it's like, to me, I'm thinking it must be a part of the culture.
I love the culture,
and it just makes me want to know more. So we met Euphemio, and that's a unique name, and I asked him, I said, I love your name, what does it mean? And he told me a story about his father who was fighting in Sudan. He's from Sudan, so I'm questioning, like, how are you here? And he tells me a story about his father fighting in Sudan, and how when he was born, his father looked at him and said that this baby represents love and no more fighting. So Euphemio means love and no more fighting. Like, oh my God, what an awesome name meaning. Doesn't get more, how do you live that out? And then he, not only was that his name, but just the way that he like interacted with us. Like we literally have a little squad, we're going to the same places. Like, is my boy Euphemio here? And so here where we are at the club, we met this amazing lady named Griselle. We didn't Facebook friend her. She like hit me up on Facebook. I'm gonna accept your request. Just a lovely lady that taught us so much about their government and culture, and why some of the systems move the way they move, where we should go.
Yes, and she cleared up that idea of Mexico being like
super dangerous.
A dangerous place to be. Almost like where we're from, like it's not dangerous where we live in part of the United States, but every area gonna have their
that you should avoid.
Exactly.
Mexico is no different.
It's just like us saying, don't go to Mississippi.
Yeah.
Just because you had different areas, bad areas in Mississippi, when you got parts of it that's not good.
She cleared that up, and so she's just a lovely lady with a heart for serving. This is her second time. The first day we were here, we met her. When we came back, she recognized us. She has literally been catering, so she might even come out here while we out here, y'all. She peeks through this door every so often, like, you need anything. Like, she's so just a kind-hearted woman. And so I asked her about that, and she told us that even in this role, like, you're literally in paradise, and I'm like, how could anybody be mad here?
Tell her what she said when we kind of asked her about that.
She did,
and it was her reason why we get that service.
She said
she was really talking to her.
Yeah, she said because we are kind-hearted people, it makes it easy to serve you. And she's like, that's not the. I didn't think this was true, but she said that's not the case with everybody. She said she meets people, and some people are just plain mean.
I said, so hold up, you telling me that people that come here like us have bad attitudes? She was like, she let me look like, yeah.
And I'm thinking, how in paradise with this water, this blue water behind you, they got attitude. This sun, they got attitude. And she said yes. And so it just lets you know that there are unhappy people everywhere. And she basically was saying, what I received her saying is that kind people recognize kind people. So if you're kind, you get back what you put out in the world. And so she was amazing. We met Bryant at the at La Plaza. They switched locations, but this week Bryant was at the La Plaza. We've literally gone to see him every day. He's like, come see me. He knows what we like to drink. Like, they learn you and get to know you. So he's like, come see me tomorrow. When we finished our meal, he's like, please come see me tomorrow. We met Emmanuel, who loved our shades. And
my man, he came over to me from afar.
He said, I love your
shades. And then I let him, I'm gonna put a picture up here and everything. Y'all can see with my man wearing my shades or whatnot.
Yeah.
So this is great that we, meet people. We enjoyed ourselves, and we got a few days left. We just had to come on here and just do some name drops, as well as just, give a big shout out to where we are. But babe, how we get here?
How did we get here?
I
will not. I refuse to take all the credit.
Oh, okay.
So we are here because
Well, let me say this. I'm gonna give her and whoever else the credit because that's how I got here.
Okay, I receive it. So we got here. We qualified for those of you who know me well, know that I am a distributor for the #1 health and wellness company in the world. That they have products that I believe in, and it's very easy for me to share. So I do think I pinch myself sometimes saying, how did I get here? Because I am the type of person that when I find something that works and that I like, it's no problem to share with people, and that's literally what I did. But I think the #1 way we got here is we made the main thing. And so even though I am a distributor for Shackley, selling Shackley is not the main thing. It's really about understanding. So my coach told me to become a product of the product. So I started using the products, and I really liked them. And she told me I should become a product of the product, which simply means like if you're going to sell products that give you energy or health, like you should look like that. And so that's literally what I did. So just, what I heard her say was walk the walk, be what you promote, And so once I started using the Shackley products, so it'd be very difficult for me to be a distributor for Shackley and use bleach because I have an understanding of the toxins in bleach and how Shackley provides a product that works directly in opposition to that. So I think I kept the main thing. So I don't sell Shackley.
Right.
And that's why I always say I'm a distributor for the #1 health and wellness company in the world because I don't sell Shackley. So I am aware that Shackley has amazing products. I'm a connector of people. I understand people.
That's right.
Well with people.
That's right.
So once I connect with people, my question is, what is it that you need? And then if I have an answer, and Shackley usually does, they take it from there. So I connect people with Shackley is what I do. But the main thing is the people. Like, what do they need? Like, what's a person need? What are they looking for? So we kept the main thing.
Because I'm telling you, man, other than tips and gifts, I hadn't spent no money.
It's all inclusive. They picked us up from the airport in a Sprinter. This has been great. It's been really great. So I think the first thing is make the main thing, because a lot of times this is not the first MLM we've been a part of, and a lot of times you're fighting to reach these quotas and like these these targets because you want to win a trip. We never focused on that, and that's just the result of me having a great coach.
And I'm glad you brought up MLM. I just want to just throw that in there if you don't mind.
Okay.
Like, a lot of people look at it, from a negative perspective. When we MLM in our lives all the time, because all we're doing is sharing information and good product and services that's not only good for us, but good for everybody.
And why wouldn't you want to?
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to?
And that's the thing. That's the main thing. Like when you have your hands on something that blesses people, why wouldn't you share?
And then just the overflow or the reward behind that is that whoever that company that you believe in and trust and think highly of, they incentivize you. You know what I'm saying? It's incentive behind it. Yeah. And this is who wouldn't want to do something that we are not, we're not doing anything. We never do anything that we're not a part of a believe in for ourselves. So even from the financial perspective to the health perspective, which are, I say two important things, not more important than, your religious belief or whatnot, but two of the things that we really believe in. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we invite people to our church to you know what I'm saying, and tell them about what we worship because we are believers. Okay, we're not looking for the reward behind that is what? Is getting the reward from God. You know what I'm saying? Because we glorifying God because we getting something you know, we're helping someone that might not be a believer or anything like that nature. It just don't have a monetary thing to, but which is more than money.
Yep.
From that perspective.
That's right.
But then on the second part is health and finances.
Yeah.
And those are two main things. You know anything about the Jameses? Those are
something to do with health and something to
do
with
finance. Health and wealth.
We believe in something we will share.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna share, so hey, why not? So
that's the first thing. We kept the main thing. The main thing is people, not whatever product you are selling or whatever it is you're promoting, or not getting to the trip. Is people and what do they need and how can you help them? Sorry, man. Really, what we've gotten here. You know what I'm saying? Is what we've received since we've been here. The second thing is I want to say I was a good student. Like, I was not a straight A scholar when I was in school. But if you made it clear, like I thrive in clear expectations. So I would say we had a clear goal, and we did the work. And I use the word work lightly, because when I say work, I really mean just not even effort. Y'all hear these people over here talking. So when I say people be people, and people really be people, but you know what I'm saying. I use the word effort lightly. Yeah, we use the word work lightly. And when I say work, I don't mean that it was really work. I mean it was the requirements. We met the requirements. So we understood clearly what the goal was, and we followed the steps to reach the goal. We did. So that's number 2.
What's number 3?
And you got number 3? The word work is objective. Number 3?
You got number 3.
Okay. I'm definitely going to say number 3 is that we follow the breadcrumbs.
The droplets. Yeah. The droplets. Remember the droplets in the bread.
Droplets. So I have an amazing coach. I was brought into this amazing business by my coach, Rochelle T. Parks. And
the T stands for the truth.
The T stands for the truth. And so Rochelle brought me into this business, and this is not her first rodeo. So this is not her first time qualifying for a trip with this organization. And so when she said, this is what you should do, I did it. And she runs her business. So the model of people first, I got from Rochelle. I got from my coach. I believe that, but that's literally how she runs her business. So we don't say we got to hit this number, we got to hit this target. It happens really naturally and organically without much effort, because we have a product that works, that people love, and so we don't have to beg people to do what works, to use the products that work. So that's how we got here, and we're gonna be here next year.
Exactly. And look, I'm gonna tell you this. Again, the idea behind helping other people with good information, products or service, pretty much, there's a blessing behind it. You know what I mean? So it's like, you want to bless other people. So if it's been a blessing to us, and we not, why wouldn't you share with other people? Exactly. So, we're going to dive more into that. That's a different
conversation for a different day.
Right.
Why is it that we don't think it's a blessing when we share with other people?
Exactly.
Ooh, that's a good conversation.
That's a good one.
Another day.
Why not?
It really is.
Why not?
Listen, y'all, this is day, 4?
Day 4.
Of 6?
Of 6.
We're
going to make the best of it.
We've got 2 more days in this lovely paradise. Whatever will we do for 2.5 more days? We'll figure it out, I'm sure. But we've had a great time so far, and it's not over. We're dead in the middle of our trip, and it's been nothing short of amazing. And
So again, hey, click the likes, follow, however you seen this video. Follow us and everything to get more information on Instagram. So you're going to see all the links in the bios or in the comments or wherever we drop it. Follow Miss Tucker 180. About everything that she's doing when it comes to the health game. And just follow me. Just follow me.
Can we pause and talk a little bit about that?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I know you're closing. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. So
just dive deep into that then.
Yeah, it's not really about health, though, because a large part of my journey, and a lot of people do know me from the progress that I've made as it relates to my weight, and the same for you, and my victory as it relates to high blood pressure medication and ocular migraines, anemia, debilitating menstrual cycles. Great. It's a whole praise report. But what I've realized as I've gone through this journey is people have goals that aren't necessarily related to those, and there are reasons, there are things that stand in the way of you and your goals. And if we could learn to identify those obstacles or see those obstacles coming a mile away, right, and really like either know they're coming and go around them, blow them up when we get to them, or just choose a different route, right? And so it's about awareness of the obstacles, and that really is my sweet spot as a coach. And so while health is a large part of my story, my sweet spot as a coach has to do with helping people to identify the obstacles that keep them from reaching their goals. And it doesn't matter what the goal is.
There it is. There it is. She straightened me, then.
Not just health, though. Not just health. I don't want to.
All right. So look, again, follow Miss Tucker 180. Follow your boy D Solution Guy, and just let's connect. On any aspect of growth and development. And like I say, we have the coach right here, the coach of our coaches, to help you in those areas. Because she's helping me. I'm so privileged to have this woman as my wife. Because the information that she's learning, I could get it firsthand. I could be stubborn sometimes.
You get the inside scoop.
But I'm one of those that I think about it and everything. I'm like, okay, baby, I see what you're saying. And they say for every good man has a good woman.
Picking up what I'm putting down.
Picking up what you're putting down.
And that's the name of my episode. Next episode. Picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, y'all. Y'all have a blessing. Deuces.